That's going to be good. And yeah, I think that's that. I don't need to do this other thing because I have done recordings, but anyway.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
what should I do?
Okay.
So,
Let
so
me just
calculating
go.
the 12
Yeah.
weeks.
Before we calculate, yeah. Of course, we now know we're in STEM self-healing technology. So if people ask me what I do, you can say I'm in stem cell technologies or I'm in self-healing technologies. They will create intrigue. Because the way we do marketing is just using intrigue. So if whatever you say out of the mouth doesn't intrigue to the next sentence, it won't work.
Right.
So yeah, I think by now you probably have got maybe a lot of light bulbs out from that. And that's why your copy has tremendously improved.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, there's magic in every sentence. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. So there's intrigue that makes the person want to read the next line, and every sentence creates an intrigue. Of course, I do feel that there's a certain point in there that can still create even further intrigue and can still improve. But you know what? For the first time, that's a big leap.
Yes. Thank you. And when I looked at the book that you sent me, my brain was like, oh, well, now I should do this, and I need to add that. To make it even better, right? Because I really did feel that in your Tuesday morning presentation where you talk for 95 minutes, sometimes 105 minutes, you bring in a number of more lead-ins, a number of more things that touch the heart and stories.
Stories. What's missing is stories. Stories make it believable. So you always need to have stories in every sales copy. Every successful sales copies always have a story. Like it could be a conspiracy theory, and people love conspiracy theory. Like what a farmer doesn't want you to know about what your body can do. Like your body can actually self-heal, but pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know that. It's like a conspiracy theory, and people love to read that. People love to read like the government, like Donald Trump's conspiracy theory.
Yes. Oh my goodness. They love it. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it makes them happy to
the Democratic
to talk about it.
And the Republic, Biden and both sides, they both have conspiracy theory.
Yes. I don't know how much you get to see of the craziness that's going on here, but yes, their conspiracy theories are
crazy
everywhere.
How far they can go.
Right. Bill Gates is the devil somehow. And he's a very smart man. I'm sure he's a very smart man, but I'm confident that he is not planning to rule the world.
Yeah. So, it's as far as people want to stretch it. It's up to you. They can even write it to it sounds so believable. Like, hey, you know what? Here's what. This is what happened. I mean, it's real fact. It happened.
Yes.
So,
right. Yes. Yes. It's all connected. There is so much reality in it, and then, but then they make the leap.
Yes.
From a reality to crazy.
Yes. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's
So that's what copy does. Okay. Copy intrigues. So it creates so much intrigue that I cannot help it. I need to read this.
Right. Yeah. It's like do you have magazines at the checkout line in the grocery stores that are talking about stars or personalities? And you're reading them and you're just like, that can't be. I need to buy that.
Yeah. That's what the sales copy is do. Yeah, that's what sales copy do. Well, once your sales copy is really good, you could even convert the whole thing into a webinar, like a video sales letter. And I think that what I'm lacking in my 90-minute presentation, as much as you think it is good, I really think it's not intriguing enough. I still feel that it's still like a presentation. I need to have a big leap in doing that presentations. So I'm working on that, and I feel it's not intriguing enough. It's not. It doesn't create that like every sentence out of my mouth creates an intrigue. Creates like I got to hear this. Like I need to know this.
Right. I agree, and I'm at your disposal if I can help in any way. with the generation of that. I'm happy.
But that's awesome. With your big leap right now of what you've written, that's good enough. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So let's get going. Okay. So let's talk about the business plan. How well, if you could recite back the business plan to me, how would you share it with me?
The business plan.
Like,
right
how
now.
do you get paid? The compensation plan. Yeah. How do you get paid in Jeunesse?
Okay.
Would you be able to articulate it?
Not perfectly. When I look at my website and then I look at my website for me in the United States, the prices are the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, I'm all about the business, but in the business plan, is the way that I understand the business plan, is that the binary allows growth in a completely different way than the team, where they are 7 wide, or you can have multiple startups. And,
okay, great. So you do have what you do is a glimpse, like an impression. Mm-hmm. So I'd love to solidify that for you.
Okay.
About the comp plan in an easy way that you should be able to remember, and you should share it. You should be able to share it with any new guy that comes in, any person that wants to know how you get paid.
Okay.
By having customers and growing a customer base. So every business is about growing customer base. It's not about recruiting people, because if you use the word recruiting people in Singapore, you get arrested. It's a pyramid scheme. Yeah.
Really? If you just recruit people. Okay.
Yeah. If you tell people to build this business, you need to recruit people just by virtue. Now, it is legal to run Jeunesse in Singapore, but if you use the words recruit, it puts you on the pyramid side of things. Yes, right. Because we don't get paid by. The fact is, we don't get paid by recruiting people. We get paid by customers, having customers. That's the real deal.
Yes. Right. Yes.
And yeah.
So number one,
and we are proud to have these customers because of our technology.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I do know that the number one path to profit in Jeunesse is customers. I mean, I've read that a bunch of times, and I believe that right away. Growing customer base. Okay.
Yeah. So it's growing customer base. It's not recruiting people. Recruiting people, having that perspective is really bad for duplication as well, because people come in and I've got to recruit people, and everybody starts thinking about recruiting people, and they forget it is the products that makes the business grow. It's the customers, which means the customers means they love the products that really sustain the business. And that's why every person they recruit and say, you got to go out and recruit people. And there's this thing about recruiting people that gives me the irk feeling. Like, I don't like that feeling. It's like as if I'm doing something in the dark, and it's like, recruiting people. This feels like pyramid scheme. Okay. So I never like use the pyramid, like recruiting people. Like, you shouldn't like prospecting people. You should be like prospecting customers. Okay. Yes. Yes. So there's sustainability. That also means that you're really proud to recommend the products. Right. As well. Yeah. So in Singapore, it's really strict. Jeunesse is operating as a direct selling company. So that's why in Singapore, we're not being banned. We're legally allowed to run it here. And direct selling means that you recommend products and you get customers, and then you grow a customer base. Yeah, so that's legal. But the moment you use the word like, you're going to recruit people, you just crossed the line. Okay. Okay, so just want to let you know that. So I understand. Yeah. So, okay, so let's get to the complaint. So you might want to record this, record this. I did. Session. I hit the button. Oh, you did. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to make it easy for you. If you explain anybody, I know the compensation plan has explained like 6 ways you get paid, but that kind of give people an impression. It doesn't make it very exciting. So what I'm going to share is I'm going to make it exciting by telling you there are only 2 ways you get paid. You have active income and there is passive income. Okay. So I'm going to show you 1 active income and 2 passive income. Okay. I'll make it simple because people remember ABC, 1, 2, 3. So I like to keep it in 3s. Like even presentations, I like to keep it in 3 points. Right. Yeah. Like 1 big takeaway, 3 points. Okay. Even in your copy. So like when a person finish your copy, they will remember like You remember the big headline, the big overall idea, and you remember what are the 3 points they need to get to achieve the big overall idea. So that's always what you need to have in a copy.
Okay.
Yeah. So likewise, everything I love to teach is in trees. Okay. And that's the best way I like to describe things. So even if there are 5 steps, I would love to simplify it to 3 steps.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah, because anything more than like 3, it takes a bit more processing speed on the brain. Mm-hmm. So 3 is great.
Okay.
Okay. So we call it 1, 2, 3. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So 1 active, 2 passive. So let's go to active. So I don't want. Okay. Now you're gonna let me share the screen. So
yes,
you have to make me a co-host.
I'm on it. There you are.
Perfect. Thank you. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you first of all, you get customers to buy packages, you get paid. So let me just go into, okay, let's go here. Okay, so every country packages are different. Every country has different products. Like US, United States, you guys probably are the luckiest because you guys get every product first. So so the first thing you want to do is on your menu, I hope I'm not going too fast. On your menu,
that's fine.
Just go right to the bottom and click markets. So this is the first thing you want to check out so that you can know what's the packages for each of those countries, right?
Right.
So if you want to market in those countries, the first thing you want to do is know what packages are available first in those countries and how much they cost. So that would allow you to create your own strategy. But well, let's go United States since we're in the United States right now. I mean, you are in the United States. Mm-hmm. So United States, click on United States market, and then you go click on this and click on enrollment packages. So we want to look at enrollment packages because that's wholesale price. It's the best deal ever, right? It's even lower than the member price, distributor price. Well, excluding the occasional like great deals, like you buy 2 get 2 free. Those are even cheaper. Okay, that's for members on occasions, special occasions like COVID-19.
Yes.
So like on normal days, it's always best not to go into retail. So I don't want to touch retail because people rarely go buy retail. So I'm just going to go straight into wholesale price packages. So that's $2,000 package. It's perfect. Okay, now who is perfect for getting this package? Okay, for $2,000, $2,000. Okay,
I would say people in my age group who have money.
That's right.
And who have some of these issues.
That's right. So first of all, these are people who have spent at least like more than $2,000. If you have asked them like, how much have you spent on your health in medication and in medication, if you have spent on your health at least more than $10,000, okay, and it has not helped you solve your problem yet. Okay. If there is a way that can solve your problem for like 1/5 of it, and I could explain to you how it works, would you like to hear it?
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So this is for people because if someone has already spent at least 10 grand in total of supplements, and if I ask them, so you spend so much on supplements, like so many bottles of supplements, right? So what improvement have you like experienced so far? Mm-hmm. Like most people are taking supplements, they don't even know if it's helping them. They just take it because it's good.
Right. Recommendation. Right.
Yeah. So people have been taking drugs for a long time, and I asked them, have you like easily spent at least 10 grand or something like that? Maybe last few years, some people go for like surgery. They spend at least $10,000 on their health because they went for a recent surgery that cost them $10,000 or more, mm-hmm. right? That could have been prevented actually, and you could say if there was a way that you could prevent that happen, and if there was a real science and I could show you how it works, I could tell you how it works. Would you be keen to find out how it works? Mm-hmm. Not to buy the products, but find out how it works first.
Okay. Yeah.
So then you can go on to explain about the stem cells, like how your stem cells has the ability to regenerate and repair your your damaged organs, like your skin. So best visible way to explain is the wound healing of your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a very good analogy because they can remember that. They see that, experience that.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you want to go another step further, I would explain like, how do you recover from like say fever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like how do you recover from fever? I mean, when you have fever, it's because you have too much virus in your body. Your body literally heats up. It's a defense mechanism, and you want it to heat up because when you heat up, what it does is that it actually kills the virus.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two ways for you to like, but it puts you in a very uncomfortable position because when you're having fever and you heat up, it's really uncomfortable. You couldn't rest. But that's the body's mechanism to heat up because they know heat kills viruses and bacteria,
mm-hmm.
right? They don't like heat. So, but because of that, the doctors, you feel uncomfortable, you go see a doctor, they prescribe you paracetamol, which helps to bring down the temperature. It doesn't kill the virus. For a long time, I thought paracetamol mechanism is to kill the virus, but it isn't. It's meant to just bring down the temperature so you feel more comfortable and so you can get the rest that you need. And with that rest, then your own body's stem cell can be more effective at fighting against the virus. And if after a few days, the fever still doesn't come down, right? And you're not feeling better. So you go back, the doctor will give you antibiotics, right? And that's because they realize that your own antibodies or your own stem cells or white blood cells isn't able to fight the virus. So you have to take antibodies, which will which will weaken the viruses so that your, white blood cells or your stem cells can fight. So it's a dependency where, so you need antibiotics to be dependent on that. And you can take long-term because when you take antibiotics long-term, it's kind of like proven that it's like creates dependency. So it makes your stem cell less efficient at fighting viruses because it's conditioning. So in the long term, it doesn't help. It's not good for your body. So the way to do that is to feed your stem cell what they need. So, and I literally experienced that. So when you have fever, I take like two packets of reserve like every like afternoon, evening, and night. Or I've even tried like take 4 to 6 packets at one go, and I recover really fast. And that empowers my stem cells to like repair and regenerate and fight against the virus faster. And all this are clinically proven anyway. So yeah, so that's why young people don't get COVID-19 as bad as the older folks, because the older folks has really very little stem cells left, and all the stem cells are weak. Plus, they have compounded with their other aging organ issues.
Right.
Yeah, but that's why you don't hear a lot of young people that die from like COVID-19 unless they have really bad immune system to begin with. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense to you. So anyway, you don't have to go down this line. I'm just explaining to you because I think this is another good knowledge to share people that people do not realize how it works. So the key thing is, I would tell them that, the key thing is, would you like to know how you can empower your stem cell to repair every organ in your body? Because they can do that. And you know what? There's a lot of TED Talks on that your stem cells are the one that can repair and regenerate your body.
Right.
Yeah, they can repair your organ. That's why every major disease now you can get rid of using your own stem cells. And there are 2 ways to do that, And I've been watching TED Talks. Now, I'm not a scientist. I don't even, my highest education is high school, believe it or not. Okay, in terms of academic education.
Well, somebody should give you a PhD, some college.
Well, I have a PhD. I call it a person has dreams.
Right. You've got one.
Well, I did drop out of Polytechnic, so I could say Polytechnic halfway dropped out. So that's
halfway dropped out.
PhD.
Yes, right.
So so I'm just someone who is highly curious, highly intriguing, and I'm not wrong. I read a quote by Albert Einstein, like a person's intelligence is it's knowing how curious and how intrigued is a person.
Yes.
If the person is very curious, his intelligence level go up several notches. It is true, because if you're curious, you would learn more things. You would absorb more things. You absorb things faster. It's normal. And it only makes logical sense that you increase your intelligence. And that's why kids are the most curious, and kids' intelligence grew the most between 3 to 5 years old. Because they ask a lot of questions, like every few minutes they'll ask you, Grandpa, what's this? Grandpa, Dad, Grandpa, why this? Grandpa, why that? And that's the period where intelligence increase the most. That's when they're most curious.
Okay, we agree.
The thing is, when we get to adults, we lose that curiosity, the sense of curiosity, the sense of wonder that a 3-year-old has. And that's why, unfortunately, our intelligence starts to slow down. It's not aging.
Right. No, you can stay inquisitive until you're very old if you want to.
Yes. And that keeps you intelligent still.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Obama would still be very intelligent, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what's the products? So you say, well, I've worked with a few doctors and scientists, which has proven documented science of technologies that empowers your stem cell to repair and regenerate. And then you show them some testimonials of the results of people. And you can find the testimonials in my Facebook group. Like, we have a We Global Products Facebook group, right?
Yes.
If you scroll back, you could see some testimonials from there. And if you have your own testimonials, you could even share your testimonials.
Okay.
So if they want a 3-month, it takes about 3 months to, regenerate, like, totally, right? So the amount of products here would be good enough to help them regenerate for about 2 months or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So this would be the package, like $2,000 package would be worth getting, because it's the cheapest.
Okay.
Yeah, they get this. They regenerate from outside in, inside out. You can tell them, like, before you do this, you take a photo of yourself. Get a sense of how you feel about your energy. Go running and get a sense of how you feel. Take this one time. Just do this course for one time. Now, if they ever want to buy after that, it's optional. Just do this one time, like a one-off price, okay? Do this a one-off. Then take the products diligently for the next 2-3 months, all right? And then after 2-3 months, take another photo, go and jog, do another test. Tell me how you feel about every part of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel the difference. And if you use the skincare and everything, you would see the difference.
Right.
Yes. So that's your stem cell at work. That's not the products. The products are just nutrients that your stem cell need to do its work.
Right.
So that's how you could market this product. Now, that's one way. The other way is get people to get this price with people who have run businesses before. And if you run business before, you know that how much it costs to start a business. But even to start a business globally, like the global infrastructure itself, to scale, it's in the millions.
Right.
Like maybe in the tens and hundreds of millions.
Right.
But here, you get to have a global infrastructure, everything, with no overheads and with no burdens, no operating costs to burden you for only $2,000.
Right.
And you get a lot of millionaires that are willing to share with you how they do it.
Right. Yes. Right. Okay.
Right. So if you could help people that trust you, to help them explain why investing in a self-growing e-commerce business is the best thing they can. If they have spent money on traditional business, you should do a contrast, a contrast between a self-growing e-commerce business and a traditional business, and tell them why it's time to evolve, why they have to evolve and move on. So if they're into like traditional business and they're not doing well and they spend way more than $10,000 already, then you should intrigue them to look at this business.
Right.
And $2,000 to start a package, that doesn't seem like a lot, actually.
Right. No, it's not. It's to start a business, to start a McDonald's, or to start any business would be tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, McDonald's, it's in the millions. It's
a
like
million.
$1 million or something.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
at least.
Yep.
Yeah, that's excluding that. That's excluding a lot of other of your expenses, like that's for the franchise. That's not even for the
land,
for the construction,
right.
and the the profit sharing, and that's not even considering that a lot of other expenses as well. Yeah, that's
right.
excluding that.
And they have no affiliate program for their team.
No affiliate program. Yes.
And no affiliate managers or affiliate directors who are going to make it passive.
Yeah, so they do have to invest in some local marketing, like the banner ads and things like that. They have to do like offline banners everywhere, and yeah, that's the investment they have to do. It's in the contract. So yeah, that's McDonald's for you. So right, but I think McDonald's, sometimes people can relate to that, but maybe the best they can relate is their current business.
Right.
Yeah. So I would talk to people. I will ask people about how much it costs to invest in a business. Right? Okay. How much do you think it costs to invest in a business? And if those people tell me, wow, at least like in the 5 figures, I say, what if I could show you how you can build a global business with 4 figures, with just 1/5? And your business will not come with like operating costs that you have to manage forever, like 0 of that. What if there's a way to do that? Does it intrigue you to find out how it works? Yes. If it does, then I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where you go in and explain the 3 things that makes e-commerce with self-growth and why, and prove to them online that viral marketing is the way to go. Like viral products. There are many viral products out there.
Right.
And it can go viral. And right now there are people that go viral posts, viral videos, right?
Yes.
Social media is possible right now. So the first step is you could get a viral product. Wow, that would be awesome.
Right.
And
we have that.
Yeah, and you make it more viral by profit sharing with the people that help share, especially your customers. Right? Yes, and that creates a perpetual effect, like a perpetual effect.
Okay.
Right, and outsource all your infrastructure and everything for just $2,000.
Right.
It's cheap. That's cheap.
Yes. Right. I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So you talk to all the people that knows the headaches of traditional business. And if you could show them the new era, it's the new way of doing business, is e-commerce. It is. And why viral marketing it's possible now. The past in traditional business is so difficult to make things go viral. But with online, it's so easy right now. It's really happening. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So this is for the $2,000 package, right? So the first income that you make is this $2,095 US. Now, with this, how much do you get paid? Do you know?
I honestly don't. I was thinking.
Okay, great. Okay, great.
But I don't know.
You don't know, right? Okay, because on your main page itself in the US, it does not show. However, most countries, they will show. Okay. They will show the referral fee. But I don't know why it doesn't show here in the United States and Canada, right? But where can you get information? Well, you can get information of the package price from J Mobile. I will click on more, and I will go to J Office. Okay, let me just log in and let me show you. Okay, and I'm gonna click on the menu, and I'm gonna click on like tools, and right there it is, distributor information.
Okay.
Okay, so there, when we're here, I would click on North America. I go straight down, and there it is. You could see sign up packages. Okay, sign up packages for like USA and Canada. So I'm gonna click on this sign up packages. Right. Okay, so now we can do a tally. So for the $2,299 package, you would get a 500 US commission.
Okay. That's the purple column.
That's the purple column, right? With the dollar sign.
Okay.
With the dollar sign. So that's $500, 500 US for you for 2,295. So what's inside the package? You will have to reference back. You will have to reference back to, let's see, where is it? Whoops, let me just delete this. You will have to reference back to China's website. Is this here? Oh, to your enrollment packages here. Yeah, that's right. So they have different enrollment packages here. And you could relate this enrollment packages back to tally it with your here.
Okay.
And you can know like how much you get paid and how much points you would get.
Okay.
Okay. So the first is getting customers, and getting customers, whatever package that they get here, you would know how much commission you would get.
Okay.
So you could do like a tally in here, like, yeah, the different packages at different price and how much would you get for as get paid as a referral fee.
Okay.
For referring customers to the doctors. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. So this first way you get paid. That's okay. Active income.
Okay. Active.
Yeah. And there's no limit to how many customers you can get. Like any business, there's no limit.
Right.
You got that?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're ready to go to the more exciting part, which is the passive income. So let's get this out of the way. Okay. So right now, whatever customers that you get in and buy a package, well, there's this thing that you would have to put your customers into a team. Like team, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is you over here. You would have a left team and a right team. So you would have to place your customers to your left team customers and your right team customers. So this is where you make money. It's called team commission. So you grow. This is where you make money by growing your customer base. Okay. Okay. So I'll show you how you grow. How does growing customer base? How does it work? Okay. So your first company that bought a package, you decide to contribute your customers to the left team, the first one, and then you decide to put your second customers to your right team. Now you have a choice to choose to contribute your customers to the left or the right team. Okay. Okay. Now, if you have a third customer, now give me an example right now. Which team would you like to contribute to?
Let's, well, based on something else that I've heard, I would like to contribute to team number one.
Number one, great. So you decide to go to team number one, and that's your third customer, okay? Okay. Now, your third customer decided, okay, your first customer bought a package that is really, let's look at the packages. So let's say your third customer bought a very cheap package, like $258, right? We have one basic package. Okay. That's $258.95. That will give you like 30 US commission, and that will give you 100 points. Okay. Okay. So the first one, you make 30 US referral fee, and you get 100 points for the first one. Okay. Now let's assume the third one that you recommended bought the highest package, which is this ambassador plus package. Yeah, plus package, and that would give you like a that's a higher one. Okay, the higher one is at $2,299. Right, that's Ambassador Platinum. The Ambassador Platinum package that will give you 500 US, and you get 900 points. Okay. Now the reason why it says 1260 is because they give you 900 points up front for the first month, and the next 6 months, every month they give you 90 points. Okay. But let's exclude the next 6 months. All right, let's exclude right now, this month. Okay. So you get 900 points. So if this guy bought the package, God bless you. Thank you. Okay, so you have like 900 points, right? Okay. So this guy bought a package that's worth 900 points, right? Who gets the 900 points?
Well, I know I do.
Yes.
And I think that the number one person gets it.
Yes, that's right. Your first customer gets the 900 points, and you get the 900 points too. Okay. Okay. Now, of course, the next guy that comes along, and you can predict if you could get the next customer faster, or anyone here could get the next customer faster, because you can't time that, right? Right. So let's just give an example where in a scenario that number 3 customers referred someone, he was so excited, right? He bought the big package, so he's very excited about it because he thinks this is really good opportunity. So he started sharing, and so he recommended someone, and that person is 3.1 because he belongs to number 3.
I see. Right.
Right. And this
Yes.
guy bought the biggest package as well. So that's $500 US. Now the $500 US goes to him, right?
Yes.
Because he's the one that referred, not you. Okay.
Right. Right.
And that will contribute 900 points as well. So the 900 points goes to who?
Goes to him, goes to number 3, goes to number
goes
1.
To your first customer.
And goes
and
to
goes
me
to you.
still, because it's less than a total of 7.
Yeah. It's like going to Walmart, right? And
Yes.
a customer comes in and the next customer comes in, and then you get the points from the next customer, and you don't know who this guy is.
Right. It's awesome.
How great is that? Number 1 would be like your customers will go like, hey, I'm getting points from your customers, and your customers like, who are they?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Like this is like out of this world. Like how do you get points from customers that you don't even know? Okay. Right? And
yes.
it just keeps growing. So anyway, so if you contribute the next customer and it goes right and you decide to put here, now obviously I know you would put here because you want to get more points on the other side, but this assuming the next person you put 5, the number four customers, you put it here, right?
Yes.
What if this 4th customer gets a package that is, let's just say, like that's $1,000 package, okay? Zen Builder package, that will give you like $125. Okay. Right? And that will give you 500 points, right? So who gets the $125?
I do, because it's my
customer.
person. Okay.
That's right. It's your customer. Yes. It's not number 3.1 customers. It's your customers. Even although structurally, you just contributed your customers to the left team. It goes to the end of the left team. Mm-hmm. So your left team customer base. Okay. So you contribute to the left team customer base. That's that's how many points? 500 points, right?
Yes.
So who gets the 500 points?
Everybody up the line.
Yeah. So including the 3.1, which is, you don't even know who he is. It's not your customers. It's number 3's customers gets it.
Right.
And number 3, your direct customers get it. 2 of your direct customers got it, and you got it as well. So nobody actually loses here because everybody gets the same equivalent amount, no matter how many levels it goes. Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
It is awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So next, so how do you change the points into money, right? So you have the left team and right team. So all you need to do is grow your customer base and then accumulate the points from the total number of points from your entire customer base on your left and the right. Okay. So whenever you accumulate the points, and points come from buying the products, right? The package. Mm-hmm. So when your customers, every time they buy a product, let's say Reserve, you get 60 points. And if I'm not wrong, Reserve should be about $89 for like distributor price, mm-hmm. right? So that will give you like 60 points. So every time your entire base of your customers, including your customers, add up to 600 points on one side and 300 points on the other side, or 300 points on this side and 600 points on the other side, the moment it accumulates to that, immediately you get paid $35. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that you get $35 like immediately. Okay. Now the interesting part about this is that you get paid instead in a job where you get paid like 12 to 13 times a year. 13 is if you have a yearly bonus, but I don't expect a bonus during COVID-19. So you get paid 12 times a year. In this business here, you can get paid 52 times a year.
Once a week, right?
Yeah, once a week. Yeah. So you get 52 times a year. So so the max, there must be a max that you get paid, because anything more, the doctors will go bankrupt, because everyone gets the same equivalent amount of points. The same percentages, right? 100%. Everybody gets 100% of the points. So at some point, they will go bankrupt. So they do need to limit how much you get paid. So every week, the most you can get paid is $35 times 750 times. So you can only get $35 750 times a week. So that would give you $26,250 US a week.
Okay.
That's the most you can get paid. Now that would do a lot for most people, actually. And you get paid that 52 times a year.
Right. Incredible.
That's what some people make in a year.
Yeah. Right. Well,
you get paid a week, what people get paid in a year without working.
Yeah, that's us. Okay.
Yes. right? So that would mean, yes.
So you said then, but what I want to do in order to get to Ruby fast is not have this happen, not have the $35 has come out.
All right, we're going to get to that first. Okay. All right. But right now, I just want to finish the plan so you understand. Great. So you understand. So that would be if you times 4 weeks a month. If you are accustomed to monthly income, then that would be, well, 105,000 a month or more, because times 4 weeks.
Yes.
Right. So it'll be slightly more than 105,000 a month. But I think 105,000 suffice to say. I think a lot of people will be very, very happy with this.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on top of this, there's a third income. So this is the team commission, where you build a left team of your customer base and a right team of your customer base.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's growing customer base, right? CB, customer base. Okay, right. Okay, now let's come to the third way of getting passive income. Now, can I ask you, how many customers can you get?
Unlimited.
Unlimited, perfect. So is it possible, is it true that every of the customers that contributes to your organization, each of them has the ability to build their own left and right customer base as well?
Yes.
Yeah, each of them has the ability to do that, okay? And that means that each of them has the potential to make $35 up to $26,250 US a week.
Yes.
Or 105,000 a month, right?
Right.
So what if I told you that not only can you have the potential to grow your own customer base, but by you teaching your customers how to grow their own customer base, you get paid as well. Well, you already get paid anyway from the points they contribute to you. But on top of that, if you help them to grow their customer base and they get paid in passive income, you get paid up to 30%, matching on how much they get paid. So imagine if you only had one customer, and that customer is Winston. Winston makes $100,000 a month. Then, or every time Winston gets $35, you get like $10.50. Now that's not a lot, but if Winston is making $100,000 a month, that's 30 grand every month from just one person.
Right.
That's not even including your own customer base.
Right. And that's just, and how does that start? When does that start? When that person?
That start when you have at least 10 customers.
Okay.
Well, when you have at least 8 customers, actually. Yep.
Okay. So that's one of the, like, executive level, and then there's another level.
Yeah. So we're going to come to that. Yeah.
Okay,
so I'm just going to, the way I explain to people, I explain to them what potentially it can become. All right.
Okay.
So to qualify for that, I'm not going to go into that details yet, but I just want you to know this is what you get paid for when you help people achieve financial freedom.
Yes.
So you help people, you help your customers become financially free. You get paid. You match them 30%. That's called leadership. Because you're a leader. You lead your customers. Well, you're a customer yourself, so it's like a customer helping customers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What business do you know out there that customers help customers? Walmart doesn't help customers at all.
No.
Right? And when you help customers here, there's a lot of personal touch, like between you and me. But you go to a Walmart store and you have someone that does customer service, there is almost no personal touch. They'll be like, if you ask, where can I find what? And they ask you, and you ask them things like, is this, like, you want to get a toilet roll, and you say, is this brand better or this? They say, well, you go read it for yourself. Or where do I find it? I think it should be on roll number, column number 12 or 10. Yeah, somewhere there. Go look at it yourself. Right. That's the customer service that you get. But here is customers serving customers.
I love it.
With personal touch. And that retains your customers better than Walmart can.
Yes.
Right? And that's pretty awesome to do that. So it's C2C business. Mm-hmm. It's not C2B, neither is it B2B, it's C2C.
Yeah, I got it.
That's awesome, right? So anyway, so that's 30%, right? How many 30% can you get? No limit.
No limit.
Yeah, but each person, each customer, because they have a limit on their growing their own customer base, their team commission. So your limit is 30% of that, whatever that's their limit.
Right.
But by getting number of customers to get 30%, there's no limit.
Right.
So that's why the richest guy, the guy that made it very huge in Jeunesse, makes 1.5 million US a month.
Because he's got so many diamonds under him.
Yeah. So just think about this, okay? That's 30% on your level 1. How about your customers?
I don't know. I should have read this by now, but I don't know.
Yeah. So level one are all your direct customers. Well, your customers, whenever they get paid $35, you get 15%.
Okay.
To give you a sense of that, I will use me as an example. Let's say you recommended Winston. You know, Winston is the one that you directly recommended. Okay. I'll give you a scenario right now. So let's say this is you, and you have 3 customers here on one side, but all your 3 customers here, they're only buying 2 products a month. So that will give you 120 points each. So every month you're getting only 360 points on one side every month. Okay. But on the other side, you recommended somebody, and one other person you recommended that threw down was Winston. Now Winston is growing, and Winston contributes 1 million points to you. Now every month, how much do mine get paid if this is you?
For the, well, it's $35.
That's right. You only get $35, unfortunately. So minus 300, you probably have a level of 60 points every month, but you still get paid $35. And then you have to minus 600 from 1 million points that still remains at 1 million and growing.
Right.
And you get all the points as well. But you know what? Because you personally sponsored Winston, and Winston now is making 100 grand a month. What does that make you? What does that make you then?
Now I get a third of that.
30. Yes, that's 30,000. So
right.
Would you say that just one person could retire you?
Just one.
Permanently?
Yes. Right.
Okay. Let me go another step further. Because Winston don't just want to make 100,000. He wants to make at least 10 of his customers to make 100,000 passive income as well. Because he's really motivated. It's life-changing. So he does that with 10 other people. So each of those 10 people are your level 2 customers. Yeah, yes. Second level customers, right? Because it's his customers. So if each of them make 100 grand, you get 15%, right? So 15% of 100 grand is 15,000, 15 grand. Now imagine you have 10 of that. That would be how much?
$150,000.
Yes. Plus my 30%?
Is another 30. So now we're close to $200,000 to me. 180,000.
Yes, from one person.
Right. Plus $35 because I had
plus $35. Yes. Right. I want you to see the magnitude of this.
It's blows my mind.
We're not done yet.
Okay.
And Winston can have unlimited level 2 too. We still haven't included 10% at level 3. At level 4 to level 7, that's 5%.
Just crazy.
Jesus.
Yes. Jesus is right. You have a puppy.
And this is so 100% achievable. Let me tell you this.
Right.
It is so achievable.
3 is 10 and level 4
to 7 is 5%.
Okay.
Yeah, at level 4, you're probably earning like 5% from 1,000 people.
Right. Yeah. It's just, yeah.
I know we don't want to go down the rabbit hole, okay?
No, it's awesome.
Okay. So now let's go through the ranks. Well, the first rank, it's called executive. So this is when you grow 2 customer base. So you have 2 customers.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have a customer on the left and a customer on your right. That makes you executive, okay? I'll give you an example to test if you understand what I mean by that. So if this is you over here, this is me over here, or Lakshmi over here, and this is you over here, okay? And Lakshmi has another person here, and Lakshmi actually got someone else to be under you, right? And then now, that's Lakshmi customers, and now you got 1 more customers over here. Now, does that make you an executive?
No.
No, why is that?
Well, I was guessing not because it on the computer. Well, I guess it does because then I have a person on my right and a person on my left.
That's right. Okay, but you're not an executive because you only have 1 direct customers.
Okay.
To become executive, there's 2 customers must be your customers.
Okay.
So you need to contribute 1 more here. then now you're an executive.
Okay.
So the 2 has to be your direct customers.
Okay.
Yes. Because a lot of people are not sure about this. So that's why I had to clarify this up front.
Okay.
I hope that
Right.
clears.
Well, and I have 2, but one of them didn't buy product.
Yeah.
And
maybe
so,
because it wasn't communicated to them.
Right. Yeah. It was my son. He didn't get it out, but I'm still working on him.
Okay. All right. So let's get going. So second step would be to get to Jade. And Jade means you will have 4 executives. So you have 4 customers, and you teach your 4 customers to each have 2 customers of your own.
Okay.
Yeah. At this point in time, that's when you get promoted and you get to match level 1 at all your direct customers. When they make $35, that's when you get to match like 20%.
Okay.
Of how much they get from their team commission.
Right.
That's Jade. Okay. The third is, all you need to do is you have already, so you're an executive. Now you'll help 4 customers, help them become executive. That's Jade. Next is Pearl. Pearl is when you have 8 executives. So all you need is just plus another 4 more executives. So, and then you get upgraded to become a Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
So at Pearl now, you qualify for level 1, 30% matching, level 2, 15% matching.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. Now at level 4, you get yourself become a Sapphire. A Sapphire means you have 12 executives. Well, it just means you add another 4 executives to 8. And here you get level 1 and level 2 and level 3, 10%.
Right. There's no reason to give you another level because you don't have that many levels underneath you yet, but that makes sense.
Yeah, so they're preparing you to start earning.
Okay.
Yeah, from growing your customer base, from teaching your customers to grow their business.
Okay.
Their customer base. So next is Sapphire 25. Pardon me for my handwriting. So Sapphire 25, you still get the same at level 3. But you get a ranked recognition. So that's if you earn $35 team commission and you earn $25 25 times in a month. So that puts you on up rank to Sapphire 25.
Okay.
And next you go up, that's Sapphire 50. And that's like $35. You make 50 times in a month. And then at level 7 is Elite. Means you make $35 100 times in a month. And then the next leap is Ruby Director. At Ruby, to qualify for Ruby, you need to at least create at least 2 Sapphire in your team.
Okay.
All right. And you need to have at least $35 200 times in a month. That qualifies you for level 4, 5%. On top of level 1 to 3.
Mm-hmm. I'll be dizzy at this point.
Okay. Yeah, but at least right now, is it still clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, so Ruby. Okay, let's go up to rank now. Emerald. So Emerald, that's $35, 500 times.
Okay.
That will get you unlock level 5, 5%. And then level 10 is, well, you probably know this, Diamond. So that's $35. You're going to get this 1,000 times. And that unlocks level 6, 5%. Level 11 is pretty much like a game. You unlock levels, right? That gives you extra perks
Mm-hmm.
when you unlock levels in the game too. So
Yes.
here is when you become double diamond. So you have 2 diamonds under you and you get $35, 1,500 times in a month. You unlock level 7, 5%. And then, of course, I'm just not the rest. I don't think you need to know. Well, there's triple diamond.
Triple diamond.
Well, there are currently 5 triple diamonds in Jeunesse. Well, you have 5 triple diamonds. Well, at diamond level, at the triple diamonds makes about 6 figures a week.
Mm-hmm.
A week, 6 figures a week.
Yeah.
Not a month, right? A week.
No, a week.
All right. Out of the five, let's see. Out of the 5, let me think who they are. Let me think. Tina, who? Out of 5. Okay, out of the 5, 4 women and 1 guy.
Just incredible, right? Tenacity. Women have tenacity.
Yes. 4 women and 1 guy. And guess what? All the 4 women that are triple diamond, out of the 4 women, 2 of them are above 70.
Whoa.
2 of them are in their 70s. 2 of them are in their 60s.
Okay.
And 1 of them is a guy in his late 30s.
Wow. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, that's amazing.
2 of them are great. 1 of them is Teresa Gregory, and she is a great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great grandmother.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Triple diamond.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then number 13, we have Imperial Diamond, a presidential diamond. We have 1 person here. And number 14, we have Imperial Diamond. We have 1 person, Jason Karamanis, that is making 1.5 mil a month. And then we have nothing at 15 yet. That's Crown Diamond.
Chrome diamond?
Crown Diamond. Yeah,
Crown diamond. Okay.
Crown Diamond. That's the highest level.
It's important to have goals.
Yes, it is.
So let's talk about getting to Ruby.
Yes. So I tell people this. There are 3 kinds of people in this world. First, they come to Jeunesse because it feels good to attend Winston training. They get motivated and they move every time Winston motivates them. They move a little. They get motivated, move a little, and they will achieve nothing. They just want to feel good. And so they just want to feel good. So they come for the training because it feels good. That's level. Okay. That's first kind of people. The second level, if you ask them, what do you want to achieve in Jeunesse? They, oh, well, I want to make $10,000 every month. I want to make $100,000 every month. And you ask them, do you have a deadline? And they go, no, I don't have a deadline because I haven't found the right people yet. I need to have the right skills and the right people. Then I'll make $10,000 a month. And they don't have a deadline. So these people do not have a deadline. What they have is a dream.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. Just think about it. Every work that you have ever done, from your Navy days, naval days, everything that was productive, it was because everything had a deadline.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine nothing. Imagine if you don't have a deadline. Okay?
Yes.
So first of all, the third kind of person will say, Winston, I want to make $10,000 and my deadline is in the next 3 months. Perfect. Okay. The next 3 months, right? So if that's the case, if it's in the next 3 months, great. Show me your plan. How are you going to get there? Because if you have a deadline, surely you do have a plan, right? So if you show me you have a deadline, then you know what? Move forward. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, it means that we can move forward.
Yes.
Yes. So which kind of people were more likely to move forward? The one that likes to feel good, or the one that has a goal but no deadline, or the one that has a goal and a deadline?
Goal and a deadline.
That's right.
For sure.
So yeah, for sure. So I've got this lady for 7 years. She was number 1 and number 2. And she only started to have deadline on the 7th year of Jeunesse business. That's when she actually really started.
Wow.
So on the 7th year, how it all started was because her husband lost his job. And she has 2 autistic kids out of 3. And she had need the funds, so she downgraded. She sold her house to downgrade to a cheaper house so she could unlock some cash. And that was the time where she decided she had to make this work. That's when she started to set deadlines for herself to achieve as her goal. And within 2 years, she became diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a strong why. And she had a deadline. And that's
Right.
when that happened. So now she's diamond. She just got diamond last month.
Wow. Strong why is good.
Yeah, having a strong why, that's one thing. But if you have a strong why, but if I ask you do you have a goal and a deadline, you don't have it, there's nothing.
Right.
So now we want to tell you how to get the Ruby, okay? So let's go back and recap Ruby, because at Ruby, that's where you get 5 figures. Because although technically, if you look at the team commission, it's about $7,000 US, but actually right here, you have level 1, 2, 3 matching bonus, matching leadership. And that would actually get you past 10 grand easily.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go Ruby as well. Okay, so in Ruby, we need to make $35 200 times.
On one side?
No, 200 times. Like
just
both sides.
200 times both sides. Okay.
Both sides, because you need 300, 600 to get $35, right?
Okay. So you got to have at least 200 people.
Not 200 people, $235.
Yes, but more than 200 people, because each person.
Yeah, so let's work backwards. Okay, let's work backwards.
I'm ready.
So we do know a few things. We do need that Ruby we know that 300 on one side and 600 points on the other side, that gets us $35.
Mm-hmm.
So since we need 200 times of that, right? So we need times 200 to know how much points we require on each side. So can you work out the numbers for me?
Sure. Well, it's 6,000 on one side and 12,000 on the other.
I don't think it's 6,000.
It's not 200 times 300, it's more? I didn't use a calculator. I just brought the zeros 6, down.
That's 4 zeros.
Okay, 60,000.
Yeah, 60,000 points.
60,000, excuse me. And 120,000.
That's right. Perfect. Okay.
Right. Sorry.
Great. Okay, so let's get back to our packages. So,
okay.
So now we need to know which package we want to promote. So let's assume if we promote the package we can promote a few and calculate that. Okay. So let's say we get people get the 900 points package, the 2,000, the platinum package, 2299.95. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. So let's say if everyone in your team got this package, so that would give you 900 points, right?
Right.
Okay. So if that would give you 900 points, so let's do this. Let's see how many packages of that do we need to sell? Do we need to have in our team, our customer base getting 900 points? And that will let us know how many people. So all we have to do is just take 60,000 divided by 900.
Right. 67 people.
67 people.
Right.
Awesome. So the other side would have to double, right?
Right.
Okay.
100.
So that would be 67, 134. So that would bring us to a grand total of
200 people.
200 people. Okay.
Right. That's, so, which is what I said before.
Exactly how much? Exactly how many? 200 customer base. Okay. So you need about 200 people, right?
Yes.
200 people. Okay, great. Okay, let's calculate 200 people and let's reverse back in 12 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
So that's 2295 package, 2,300 package if we round up. Okay, let's do this. So on the 12th week, you will need to at least achieve 200 customer base, 200 people in your team that bought the packages, that bought the 2,000 packages.
Okay.
That's on the 12th week. Okay, let's work this backwards. So let's assuming that everyone would be able to get 2 customers in a week.
Okay.
Like out of your entire network, okay? Out of everybody's entire network, including those on social media, including those on your phones, would it be possible that you could only get 2 customers in a week?
Sure.
Okay?
Probably would
let's
get
work
more,
backwards. So yeah, you could get more. Well, 11 week, let's work backwards. It will be 100 people. So if 100 people, each of them get 2 customers, on the 12th week, you will have 200, right?
Yeah, actually you would have 300.
Oh, why? 100 times 2.
100. Well, no, but it's 100 people. Each get 2 customers. That's each adding 2 people. So now you have a total of 300 people.
Oh, yeah, including the 100. Including 100.
Right. So really the 100 is lower, but I think for your math, that's a good number.
Yeah. Let's work on this conservatively.
Yes,
okay?
please. That's conservative.
That's conservative. Yeah, let's work on it. Right in front. Right in front. Yeah.
So 10
so
weeks.
Let's work backwards. So 10 week would be 50
right.
people.
Half of that, right?
Right. 9 would be 25.
25, yep.
8 would be 22. Let's put this at 13. Let's just round up. We round up.
Okay.
Let's round up. Okay. And the 7 would be, on the 7th week, that would be 14.7. On the 6th week, that would be 7 out of divided by 2.
4.
That's 8.4. That's right. So that's on the 3rd week, that will give you 2, which means you would still have 2 weeks of break.
To get started, to get rolling. Okay. Good plan.
Now you can see it's pretty doable.
Right? Yes. I do see Ruby as being a close one. Yes.
12 weeks. Yes. 12 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now let's do it the other way. Let's see if they don't buy the 900 points package. Let's see if we get so we need 60,000 and 120,000, right? So let's do this another way. 60 and 120,000. So let's do this if we do get the package that is 5. Let's work on a package that's 500 points, because just now we used the big package. So 500 points would be a package of about, let's see, $1,000. So there is a 500 points here. So this 500 points here, this is about $1,000, half the number.
Okay.
Okay, so let's divide by 500. So can you help me do the math? On each side, how many customers do we need?
So 120 on one side and 240 on the other side.
Okay, 120, 240, that will make 240, that would be 360.
Right.
So in the 12th week, we need 360 people getting a package of $1,000.
Yep.
Okay, can you work backwards for me? Divide by 2.
On 11 would give us 180.
Okay, and then on the 10?
And 90.
Okay.
And then 45.
45, okay. That would be 45 on which week?
On 11, 10, 9.
9 week? Okay, so give me the week by week.
Well, I need to write it down then.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so 12 is 360. 11 is 180. 10 is 90. 9 is 45.
Right.
8 is 23. 7 is 12. 6 is 6. 5 is 3. 4 is 2 or 1.
Got it? Okay. So if it's 90 divided by 2, it's 45. 45 divided by 2 is, we round up to 46, so it's 23.
Yes.
And 23, we round up 24, divided by 2 is 12.
Yes.
12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 on the 6th week, you will have 6 people, right?
Yes.
6 customers. So on the 6 customers, you divide by 2. Let's round up. 6 is 3. So round up 3, 2. So on which week would you have 2?
Oh, well, I guess on week 4.
Week 4. So you have like 3 weeks of break.
3 weeks to get started before. Okay. Well, I've already used those up.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So that is if they get $1,000 package. Okay.
Right.
So you can see it's still pretty doable, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go for the lowest package, like the cheapest. Okay. Well, cheapest, if you divide by 100, we will need how many people? Like 600 here, and we need 1,200 people, because 60,000 divided by 100 points, that will be 600 people. You need 1,800 people.
Right.
Right. So let's go backwards now.
All right. So 11 week is.
But you know what?
9.
But because it is the cheapest package, it's like $200. So we would just we cannot just multiply by 2. We need to multiply by 3.
Okay.
So we need to divide by 3. So we go backwards in 3s.
Okay. So this is for, I'm writing on my notes that this is for a 100 point package.
Yeah, which is like $238, which is really cheap. Like really, really cheap.
Really, really cheap. Okay, so instead of 1,800, it's 600.
Yeah, so we divide by 3.
Week 11.
So everybody in a week get 3 customers. They get the cheapest package.
Okay.
Let's assume that, okay? So let's work, divide by 3, 11 weeks, 600, divide by 3.
11, on the 10 weeks is 200.
Okay, 200. Now, next,
9 weeks.
Next one, we round up to 210, okay? And that will be 70.
Right.
All right, 70 divided by 3, let's round up to 90. So that's 30.
Got it.
So 30 divided by 3, that's 10.
Yep, in week 7.
And, all right, and 10 divided by 3, let's round up to 12. So that would be 4.
Yep.
And then next 4, round up to 6, that would be 3.
3 in week 5. So I still can take.
That's all. Round up to 9, that would be 3. Yeah, that's right. Yes. So you have 4 weeks off. You have a month off.
Okay, well, I'm going to be busy during that month, I promise.
Okay.
Okay.
So you do realize that in this plan, all you had was only 2 customers. The rest of the week, you were just helping your 2 customers grow.
Right.
Right,
me personally, right.
But you personally getting your own customers was only 3.
Yes. Right, I haven't figured out exactly how many of these customers are mine yet, but I can go back in the other direction and figure that I'm getting 2 a week. So at 12 weeks, I'm going to have at least 24.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's if you are still recruiting. And what we are calculating is you are not recruiting after your first week.
After my first week,
you're not getting customers. Like this is calculation based on you're not getting customers after your first week.
Okay. It's mind-boggling.
So the only plan that you need to have is create a system that 100% of everyone in your team would be able to get a customer in 2 weeks. In a week, 7 days.
Right. So that 100% of them can get a customer.
2 customers at least. 2 to 3 customers.
Right.
In the first
Some of them
week.
need to be 2 to 3. Right.
Yeah. All of them got to be 2 to 3. Every of your customers in your team.
Right.
You're going to have a system. If you have a system that can do that, like in 7 days, that is 100% going to happen. Right. Then you're going to reach your goal in 12 weeks.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Well.
So we have to create a 7-day system.
Yes.
To do this.
Exactly.
So the 7-day system, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Okay.
Okay.
Now, doing this, when a person first come on board, you have to tell the person this. Okay. So I'm going to say to you the same thing. Okay. First of all, after sharing with you this plan, now do you see that it's workable?
Okay.
Right. Of course, before you had this plan breakdown, you probably assume that it's not possible, or probably you would think that it's going to be very difficult.
Right. Wait, this is right after I show them the whole plan that you just showed me.
Yeah, that's after they join you and they want to do the business. Then you show them this plan.
Okay. And then I'm going to show them the long sheet that we just did. I'm going to show that to them. I can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is part of the system. This is for people who already have joined.
Okay. They've already
and you
joined.
Show them, I can help you get 5 figures in 12 weeks.
Okay. I see.
You could retire yourself permanently. Like I tell people this. If you work with me on this for 12 weeks, like literally out of your whole entire life. And anyway, you have worked your entire life and you're not even able to get 5 figures a month in passive income. Like, and you have worked like how many years? 60 years of your life or 50 years of your life.
It's true.
What is 12 weeks?
Nothing. It's good. I will do it.
Change all that.
Yep. Okay. Oh, you're breaking up.
Doing that, you're helping people.
Wait, Winston, you're breaking up.
Like really transformational.
I'm having trouble hearing you. You're breaking up.
Right? So, okay, just give me a moment because I'm driving in the, okay, reception.
Oh,
Bad
okay.
reception.
Yes.
Bad reception. Bad
Okay.
reception.
Yes, I hear bad reception.
Can you hear, is it better now?
It was for a minute.
Okay, great.
Yeah, this is good right now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear?
Yes.
Great. You're driving past an area that has very bad coverage, internet coverage. Yeah, but I'm good now. Okay. So anyway. Okay, so yeah, where was I? Okay,
what you said when we get on board, if you see that this is workable after I show them this presentation.
Yes.
Okay.
And they say, I want to know how to do this. So all you need to do is think about this. To make yourself successful, you need to have a 1 week launch plan. So if you're 1 week, you could succeed, then your entire team can succeed. So your 1 week is very crucial for your success. So like any job, when you get into a new job, I mean, you have a like probation period, right?
Right.
Every job you get into, there's a probation period, right? So let me ask you, in your past, when you get into a new job and you were under probation, did you work the hardest?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you want to work the hardest?
Because you want to get your feet under you so that you can become productive.
So no, because you want to stay in that job.
Well, that's true. The good news with the Navy job, when they put me in there, I was in, right? But yes, we agree. You work your hardest because you want to keep the job.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to keep the job. So in the first week, when you're under observation, probation, they work the hardest. They want to prove their worth, so the company will keep them.
Right.
Right. So likewise over here, you want to work the hardest in your first week, like harder than any other time.
Agreed.
For a week. Now, are you willing to do that for just 1 week?
Yes, and they will be too.
Yes. So that your life can change.
Yes.
Like what's with a week in your entire life, and your entire life has never accomplished any passive income, and still many are struggling financially. What's a week?
Right.
So let me ask you, when did you work the hardest ever?
Me personally?
Yeah, personally.
Probably flight school.
Flight school, okay. Like how many hours were you clocking?
Oh, I was probably, some of my jobs in the Navy, I worked 12-hour days. But
wow, 12 hours.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I would go to work at 7 and leave after 7 at night.
Okay, so let's do this. Would you be able to go for 10 hours straight for 7 days?
Sure. Me?
Just
no.
at
At 67? No. I'm probably not. I can give you 5 hours a day.
But that's if you're, I mean, right now you have Jeunesse products.
Yes, right. So maybe I'll get stronger. I can give you longer, but let's
put it at 7 then.
Okay.
7's perfect.
Sure.
Right, 7 for perfection, right? So let's put it at 7.
Okay.
Okay, so to be productive, let's do day 1. We have to break it down to every hour. So we go like speed per hour, right? Per hour, per mile, so per hour. So let's break it down. So you have 7 hours in the first day. How do you make this go crazy? And make every hour really productive. Let's break it down. So you have 7 hours. So I would love you to write down on a piece of paper your day 1.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you how to go 7 hours and very productive. Like let's go 1 hour at a time.
Okay.
And that's a day 1. Okay. So you
Day
have
1.
7 hours. So day 1, maybe you can start tomorrow.
Okay.
Today, have enough sleep. Get enough sleep. Take your PM. Take your Vita Blue before you go to sleep. So tomorrow, get ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do this. First hour of the first day of 7 hours of the first day. Okay, what do? Very simple. I would like you to send out this message to as many people as you deem appropriate. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, you want to find business partners, right?
Right.
That would be the best. So I would say this. I would say, hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I get a sense that you're pretty business savvy.
Okay.
Or you can say, I get a sense, it's a praise, okay? It's a compliment, right?
Right.
So I get a sense that you have a flair for business.
Okay.
Okay, it could be someone that's working for someone, but well, he's probably quite good at business. He's got some good mind. You've chatted with him before, and he has given you or shared some ideas, even though he's working a job. But you could see that if this guy does business, he would do pretty well as well. So
yes.
You would want to praise people like that as well, okay? So other than that, of course, people that owns businesses, you want to say that as well.
Okay.
So you praise them, you compliment them. Okay?
Yes.
I just discovered a way. All
okay.
right?
Yeah.
How to have an online business to have an e-commerce store or e-commerce business or online store or e-commerce store.
Okay.
Right? That will be able to grow customers on autopilot.
Okay.
Without a single cent on advertising.
Okay, got it.
Because of social media.
Yep.
Would you be keen? Oh yeah. Would you be keen?
Yeah.
To find out how it works?
Okay. Yep.
That's it.
Okay. And
that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Would you be keen to find out how it works?
Okay.
All right. But sometimes, I try this as well, and I sometimes I do a takeaway. Like, for example, I would add this line and say, sometimes it's up to you if you deem appropriate, okay? But the second line, what I normally, sometimes I would say is this. If I think that this guy is, unlikely that that person will be interested, I do a takeaway. So I do a takeaway by saying, it's all right if you're not keen.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do a takeaway.
Right. Give them an out.
Yes. Yes. Especially people, the ones that I feel like, well, I don't think this guy would be keen to take a look, but I'll just try my luck.
Okay.
But I'll just add this line in. It's okay if you're not keen.
Okay. It's okay. And then just see what their answer is.
Yeah, and let's see what the answer is.
Okay, and if their answer is...
It's a door opener.
Right, got it. Right, yeah, the other takeaway is this may not be for you, but I'd like you to look at it because I respect your opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, okay, here's one more thing you can add, okay? Here's one more thing you can add. I did just now. You did say that. Like, I just discovered a way. I just discovered how. Discovered how. Right? Remember the sentence I gave you just now?
Yes.
I just discovered how, and online how to have an online store, online e-commerce store. All right, that can autopilot customers without spending a single advertising because of social media. And a business that's meaningful, and to grow a business meaningfully. So you want to add this thing called meaningfully, because that makes people feel like, oh, so this business sounds like it's a meaningful business.
Okay.
Why is that so? That makes me curious too.
Okay.
It is meaningful.
Yes.
Yes. So you want to add in this line a bit of an altruistic kind of feel to that. It is.
Yeah.
So because of social media, and also because it is meaningful.
Okay. Okay.
And everybody would love to do something meaningful.
Okay. The first hour, I'm sending out that message to 30
That
people.
message, yes. Yeah, to as many people as you can in 1 hour.
Okay.
As many as you deem appropriate. Now, you don't have to use things like, oh, well, it may or may not be for you. For this way, you don't need to add that.
Okay.
You just follow my script.
Okay. I will.
Yeah. For people that you feel like you don't think they might be interested, then you add the extra line. You know, it's okay if you're not keen.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You do a takeaway. Okay. It's like I give you a candy. I'm offering you a candy, but if you don't want it, it's okay. I'm willing to take it back.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is first hour. That's what you do. First hour.
Okay.
Okay, great. So let's talk about second hour now. We have another 6 more hours to go.
Okay. Where are you driving to?
I'm driving my kids to gymnastics classes.
How far away is gymnastics for your children?
For me, that's 15 minutes away from home.
Okay. And they're in the car with you right now?
Yeah, they're in the car.
What good children. They are so good.
You want to see them? well, they're not making a single sound, actually.
No.
They're pretty beautiful. Yeah, I love them. They're so beautiful. I mean, you want to see at the back? Say hi to Uncle Mike.
Hi, sweet girls. Wow, they're waving. They're beautiful. That's so great.
They're the twins. Yeah, the twins. Yeah. I call them the tweenies.
All right. That's awesome. Okay, hour 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, great.
Shouldn't you be singing songs or something with them when they're, isn't that what you do?
Singing songs?
Yeah?
No, not very. Sometimes. No. Okay. Sometimes they do sing, but sometimes they love to hear me talk.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, it's all good. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. I love them. They're beautiful. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So so and where was I? Oh yeah, it's like second hour, right? What do you do?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So in this business, right, I want to help you in this 6 hours, 7 hours to open as many doors as I can for you, okay?
Okay.
It's a door opener. So I'm going to teach you how to open doors by adoring people.
Okay. Adoring people.
Okay?
Yes, I like it.
By adoring people, you will open doors.
Okay. Oh, you're frozen.
Just by adoring people. Christians, okay. Right? So
yes.
Okay, we're Christians, right? So we believe, the most important commandment of all is, of course, love the God, your God, your heart, your mind. But Jesus did say something as well. He said, neighbor, as you're just so to be blessed at the same time if you're sharing something that's really going to help people. So what I do is, all I need to do is go out and bless as many people as I can in as little time as possible.
Yes.
So I can do that with very simple gestures. Okay, may I pray for you? Just review his favor, wisdom. Just review his favor, wisdom. Amen. Okay, love you all. See you later.
See you.
You're good girls. Going to gymnastics.
Yes, gymnastics.
And are they about 8?
They're 10.
10, okay.
They're 10, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So, anyway, we want to adore as many people as possible and love as many people as possible in as little time as possible.
Yes.
And make people feel loved. Okay. So one of the ways that I do, I find morning friendship messages, like friendship quotes. I go to Google, I type friendship quotes.
Okay.
Like most touching, best friendship quotes. And what I do is I take those quotes, and then I use an app to create my own.
I'm not sure where you are, but you're
posters.
in a spot where
so I don't get own.
It's you're breaking up a little bit again. So
Yeah,
just
it is. So I'm in the jungle right now because their school is quite deep in in a jungle. So
okay.
Yeah. In a forest or something, a little forest.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right now, out in the residential area, so this reception here should be better.
Sure. It was good most of the way. Okay, so friendship quotes and you use
quotes.
An app to post them.
Yeah, I use an app to create them. So you can use any app actually. So I go the extra mile to create an app, and you could use in video as well to do that.
Okay.
You know?
I have in video, I just got Surge, an app called Surge that seems to do that as well.
That's awesome. Just use whatever that you can do quick and easy.
Okay.
Whatever that's quick and easy. I go to Google to find the quotes. So what I do, I use an app called Typorama, and with that Typorama, that's how I actually create quotes for people. And what I normally do is this. This is how I adore people. Okay, and let me just show you how I adore people. And I'm just gonna go stop at the side of the road just to show you a quick one. And so you could use search, you could use any other, but I'm going to show you the app that I use on my Apple phone. So it's probably similar. It's called Typorama. So I click on this, Typorama. And then what I do, I use Facebook posts. So what I do is I go and so what's good about this is I go and find quotes like friendship quotes, right? So I would say, let's see if do I have it? The quotes over here. So I go, right, here it is. So I type morning quotes for friends.
Okay, yeah.
For friendships, for friends, for family, for whatever. So I go here and I go through them and I say, what are 2 things that, good morning, beautiful souls, be kind to yourself today. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So I love this. Short, sweet, really nice. So I'm going to go here and I type, good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friend.
Yeah.
Right. So of course, some people like to personalize it, but you want to go as many people as possible. So it's difficult when you want to personalize each person name inside, although that's really going the extra mile. Okay. But I'm going to say this: be kind to yourself today. Okay. So this is my quote, and of course I have a watermark. So one of my watermark is myself. So I would have my name inside. If I don't want a watermark, I can just put no watermark. But I realized the best watermark, it's always to have a picture of you inside. And then what I do now, I take my background pictures, I search for images. So I type friends. And I look for kids because kids is so sweet. So I'm just gonna use kids. And I'm just gonna go and change the color to white. And then I would have a background shadow of black. And my colors would have to be white. Yeah. So, and then I could change my style. And this is pretty neat. You could find a style that's pretty nice. That you think it's nice. I don't take too long on this. So just to see something that's cute and maybe like this would be okay. No, let me see this. Okay. No, not the picture. Yeah. So this would be perfect. Yep. So how about this? Oh no. Okay, great. Good morning, my beautiful friend. Be kind to yourself today. Okay. And then I'm gonna share this to as many people as I can.
Okay, and I share it to them on their
WhatsApp, Messenger. It's a personalized message. Okay. So I send a mine as well because I love mine. So I'm going to send to everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. So when I send this to everyone, what's going to happen in my first hour is I'm going to send this as wide as possible, as many people as possible.
Okay.
I may even post this as well on my Facebook profile.
Okay.
Okay. So I want this message to go reach as many. So find a message that you really feel it touches your heart, and you would think it touches anyone that you send this message out to.
Okay.
Right? That's how you adore people. So you send out to everyone, and then what happens is that's the next hour.
Okay.
It's a very simple message. Like even if you did an in video, you could do that and send out to as many as possible, as long as that message touches their heart.
Okay.
And it's from you.
Okay. And now then on the next day, am I going to send to the same people or different people?
Okay, so that's the first hour. Okay.
Okay.
So the third hour.
Yeah.
We're on the second hour now. So second hour, just send this out to as many people as you can. It's going to feel good. I want every hour to feel good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the third hour, those who reply and say thank you to you.
Yeah.
You're going to touch them even more.
Okay.
You're going to create another quote as well, or another video. But this time around, you want to put their name inside.
Okay, got it.
You want to personalize the message. Only for those that say thank you to you. It's a funnel. It's like you only want to talk to people who truly loves you.
I will.
Who's in love with you.
Winston, I haven't been on the Jeunesse stuff long enough, so I have a prostate issue. I have to go to the bathroom. It's going to take me about 2 minutes, and I'll be right back.
Great.
I'm sorry.
You can put a pause on your recording.
Right.
If you don't want to.
You
just click on recording and click on the word part already.
Right.
And how do you know what is the door opener? It's when they ask you, how about you? What are you doing?
Okay.
That's a door opener. How about you? What do you do? What are you doing now?
Right. What are you doing?
That's the door opener.
Okay.
Yes, that's the door opener for your business.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the start of your intrigue, the start of your headline, your sales letter. This is where you start to intrigue them.
Okay.
So listen to what I say. Okay. Now, of course, you're welcome to try other ways, but other kind of way of saying it. But I just want to tell you, this is how I would say it. I would ask them this. They ask you, what do you do? What have you been busy with? Because I asked them, so they definitely ask me back.
Right.
And how have you been? I said, I've been great. I've been, doing some great stuff. And they say, so what are you doing? Right? So how about you? What have you been busy with? I said, have you heard of self-growing e-commerce?
That's our favorite thing.
Yes. Oh, I mean, if you know a person who could potentially be a candidate, like a potential customer, you could say, have you heard of self-growing, self-healing technology?
Right.
Self-healing technology.
Yeah.
Technology. Like just ask them something that they would say no, because that would create intrigue, right? That would intrigue them. Like, have you heard of, so I will ask them the questions. Have you heard of self-growing e-commerce? And you want to hear them like no.
Right. Yeah.
And then you explain, well, a self-growing e-commerce is having an online store or an online e-commerce or online store that has products that will have customers that will create autopilot customers.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Without having to pay a single cent on advertising.
Right. So the words right back from the funnel script that we wrote.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm not even telling them my story at that point. Doesn't matter. Skip right on to the section.
Yeah, but if you want to get the story, you can have two versions. You can test with a story and without a story. Okay. So without a story, you go straight to the point and you just say, have you heard of self-growing e-commerce? So if you say no, all right, you say, well, a self-growing e-commerce is basically an e-commerce store that has customers that come on autopilot because you have a a viral product,
Mm-hmm.
and it's made possible because of social media, and you can have and have a very meaningful business. And if you ever know how it works, I'll be glad to show you. I'll be glad to share with you. That's it. If you ever like to know how it works,
I will share.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is made possible now because of social media, and it's now it makes it it's very meaningful, right? So if you ever like to know, I'll be glad to show you how it works.
Okay. Yep. Right. So those are individual conversations during hour 4,
Yes.
where
Yes.
we're carrying on with the people, various things. And when they do a door opener, then I'm going to do intrigue.
Yes.
And then when they're intrigued, if they say, I want to hear about it right
please.
now.
Yeah, I want to share about it. I say, well, it's gonna take. It's probably gonna take me an hour to share with you how it works.
Okay.
When do you have an hour?
Okay.
Or you can say, how soon do you have an hour?
How soon do you have an hour? So, and I have now an online personal schedule thing.
Oh yeah,
that I
you
can
could
look
do that.
at.
Yeah. You could look at my schedule and find an hour that works best for both of us.
Right.
And we can get together for a coffee, virtual coffee.
Okay.
Or we can. I mean, if that person stays near you, and we could hang out and have coffee, and I could share a little bit with you.
Right.
I can share with you over coffee.
Okay. Right. About an hour. When do you want to do it? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, test. So this is one way to say it. This is, intrigue. So you can use this way. I do have another way to do it, which I would like to share with you as well. Well, once they ask you what are you way it is, start with a story.
Okay.
Well, usually I would say, well, I've been in business in and out. I've been, and how I was in Navy, right? So you always start with like getting them to relate how you actually went into how you started this business to intrigue them. So you start with like, well, how I've been Navy for so many years, and then you talk about the pain that you experienced, like, and I've started several business, but you don't want to be too long. You want to like do it like a summary, right?
Okay.
And how I've been Navy for so many years, and that I've actually started along the way. I've started a couple of businesses, but unfortunately, most of them have not really taken off, and I had to give them up.
Right.
So I'm at an age where I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, because I've been working all my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do something useful. So recently, since you asked me like what have I been doing, so recently I discovered a way. I discovered how, like anyone, can have an online business.
Yep.
Right? That can grow, have customers that can grow on autopilot.
Yep.
With a viral product, without spending a single cent on advertising, on inventory.
Yeah. Inventory.
right? Because of social media.
Yes.
And it is very meaningful.
Right. Makes people very, very happy. Viral products make people very, very happy.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Viral products that makes people very happy. If you want to add that in, if you want to put that, you could say that.
Okay.
Okay. You know, if you want to add that, and basically it's meaningful. And you say, if you ever like to know, we could, if you ever like, I'll be glad to share with you how it works. Sometimes I would even say, if you ever like to know, it's a blessing to share with you how it works. It's a blessing.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So like you share a story, you kind of connect this to what you're doing right now. And in your story, you share a little bit of your pain, but really in a very summarized way. Like you could, if you want to make it painful, well, you know, I started several businesses, and one of my business got me into I lost $30,000, you know, but you just say one really bad stuff because you want them to feel the emotion, right?
Okay.
And so I realized I still need to do something about it, and so I look at many stuff online, and recently I just discovered this, you know.
Okay. You're getting home? No, you're still moving. I can see you're moving.
Yeah, getting home now. Yeah. So because of that, yeah. So that's another way you can do that.
Okay. I got 2 versions.
Okay.
Yes.
2 versions. Okay. I do have one more version. So I like to go in threes.
Okay. Got it. I'm recording all this, but I'm writing it down. I get it. It's getting in my head.
Right. The third one is to talk about a pain that they can associate with.
Right.
And I usually start with, well, you know how. So if you're talking to someone who is like you, retiree.
Right. So
Well, you know how it is difficult to survive on your 401k. And they'll go, yeah. So say something that you know they definitely would agree with that pain.
Okay.
Because you want to bring out that emotions in them to feel the same way, like you do, like feel the pain, because that creates a motivation, right?
Right.
For them to want to find out more about something. So without pain, there is no motivation. So you can bring out pain just by saying, well, no, it depends on who you're talking to. So this you do have to customize and do a little bit of thinking. So depending on who you're talking to. So for example, if I go out and I talk to all the doctors, and I know what is the pain of all doctors out there. Okay. And sometimes I can do that. Like I used to do this with people on LinkedIn. So what I do is I target all the realtors, right? So I know what's the pain of realtors, and actually so easy to know. All you have to do is just go to Google and you type pros and cons of a doctor, pros and cons of a realtor, pros and cons of a builder, pros and cons of. So from there you can know what's the pain. And then for realtors, well, I would say, well, you know how in real estate, right? So I know that this guy's in real estate. So I say, well, you know how in real estate, there are months where you feel there's no safety net.
Yeah.
Right?
Transactional.
And they're like, yeah. They'll say, yeah. Well, you know how in real estate, there are times where there are months that you feel like there's no safety net. Uncertainty.
Yeah. Right. Or with Shopify, with
yeah. So Shopify,
you have to find a product, all the
yeah. Well, you know how. Well, you know how if you're talking to someone doing Shopify, you say, well, you know how Shopify people, you know how doing Shopify. You don't talk about that. Well, you know how doing Shopify. It's you always need to find the next winning product, and on finding a winning product is so difficult, and the advertising cost is increasing.
Right. Okay, got it.
And there's a lot of competition, which caused them cost to go up, right? Okay. And they go like, yeah, because that's what I'm going through right now.
Right.
Well, I show people in doing Shopify how they can have a business that can e-commerce business can grow by itself, so they never have to worry about finding winning product, doing customer service, or paying a single cent on advertising.
Okay.
If you ever like to know, I'll be glad to share with you how it works.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. That's 3.
Yeah, it's 3 already. Like, yeah, well, you know how. And then you followed by the pain that you suspect they could be experiencing.
Right.
So if they're your age, usually you say, well, you know how at 60s with 401k, it's not really feasible to live a very good life.
Right. And do you have
I show retirees
yes,
how they can make more money part-time from home than full-time in a job.
Got it.
And find joy doing and have fun and have joy doing that.
Yeah, have meaningfully doing it.
Yeah, have meaningful doing that, and have and be healthy doing that.
Got it.
Right? If you ever like to know, I'll be glad to show you how it works. Wow, that's intriguing.
Yes.
So the reason why it works when you start with well, you know how, is because when you say well, you know how, in their mind, they go like I know how. So it's hard to disagree unless you're saying something that they totally cannot relate.
Right. And then pick something else.
Yes, pick something else.
Right.
Well, you know how. Well, you know how. Well, you know how, doctors. Well, you know how a lot of medical doctors are find it's you know how medical doctors have difficult clients to please, and they get into legal lawsuits.
Right.
Well, I show medical doctors how they can make more money helping their patients get better part-time and make more money than full-time and never have to worry about lawsuits. Got it. Yeah. And still find meaningful doing it. Okay. And still find it meaningful doing that. If you would like to know how it works, I'll be glad to share with you.
Okay. Got it?
Right? So this is amazing. That's it. That's all you need to do. So if they say, yeah, okay, I'll love to get with you an hour to find out how it works. So that's where we would that's where I would have to coach you to do your presentation. That will be on day 2.
Right. So
right now so you just do that for the next. We're on hour number what right now?
We're on hour number 4, I think.
4. So 1 was the direct message. 2 is the quotes. 3 is the personalized quotes.
Yep.
4 is asking them how are you, and they ask you what you do, and then that's where you share what you're doing.
one of
so
four things
fourth
to
hour,
get them.
fourth
Right.
hour. Yeah,
Fourth
so
hour.
that's on your fourth hour.
Four things
So that's
in the
the
fourth
fourth
hour.
hour.
Yes.
Yeah, fourth hour. So you have another three more hours to go.
Okay. And just the first day. And
It's just the first day.
and you know this hour by hour for 7 days, or some of the hours are the same, I hope?
Some hours are the same. Yes, some hours are the same.
Okay.
Yeah. But you do need some of the hour to do your presentation. Remember, your presentation in 1 hour is part of the 7 hours.
Oh, good. Okay. And
Okay.
the presentation is still, at least largely, the thing that we worked on the other day.
Yeah. So
is
you
the
explain
Tuesday morning, right?
It doesn't have to be sales Tuesday morning. You're going to share with them how the business works. So either you can book my time, you can look at my calendar.
Yeah.
So I have a calendar on my website, winstone.com. Likewise, so you can check my calendar and you could arrange with the guy. So I'm partnering with this friend to do this business, this meaningful business.
Okay.
So my friend has been doing this for 7 years. So he's probably more experienced to show you how it works. So we'll get on call with my friend and have a casual chat, casual coffee.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you're going to introduce me, like in a very nice way, how you would introduce someone that you respect. Right.
Yes.
So, and then that person comes on board and I'll have you share the business for a start, like maybe for the first 2 person.
Okay.
Right. And by then you should record this and you should get a sense of how to present that. So it's not going to be the same typical presentation as Tuesday. I will customize a little bit to the situation because now you can tell me a little bit background about this person.
Sure.
So with that background, I will kind of built into the presentation to some in a way that's more relatable to him.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. But the flow, it's typically the same. Self-growing business, like, sales letter, it's going to be in that flow. Like, okay, so I'm going to share with you what is a self-growing e-commerce business and why, what do you need to make it work? Mm-hmm. So these are the 3 things that you need to make it work. So before you could, these are 3 things that you need to make it work. What are the things that you need to make it work? Right. And now I'm going to explain to you the first step, which is like the first step. How do you find a viral product, right? That makes it work. Right. So I'm going to show you like my research. So first you need to research on the right target audience that you want to target.
Right. We've got that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah. And then second, how do we find a viral product to compete in the wellness market? So then there goes the story where I met Dr. Nathan Newman, share his video to grow back and explain a little bit about stem cells.
Right.
Self-healing. Maybe I want to put a little bit something controversial about pharmaceutical companies. Right. So I mean putting a little, and then how that relates to like stem cell technology. And then once you're intrigued by that, and then I'll share about how these doctors create products that can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all you have to do is, and then I show them how these products end up as a second step, which is like having an affiliate program built in, so that you can turn all your customers into, and I will show some testimonials, right, of all the people that have recovered using the products on Google, like using the skincare, it regenerates accidents, bruises, burns. It's just empowering your stem cells that do the thing that it can do already. And so I'll be doing that, and at the same time I'll be showing them some of the resveratrol research, resveratrol testimonials of people recovering from diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, things like that. And then after that, then I'll show about, so with a product like that, now it can go viral, provided you have an affiliate program that can do that for them. So you do that by having affiliates, turn your affiliates into affiliate manager, and turn your affiliate manager into affiliate director. That's it. I don't have to go into comp plan at this point in time. They just need to know what's affiliate manager, affiliate director. It's easy.
Viral products. Got it.
Yes. Okay. And then after that, second, outsource. So you found, you outsource the website, everything to a company called Genesis Global. So in fact, you don't even need to outsource. The doctors outsource for me.
Right.
Yeah. So they build the website, everything up. So I have a business that's up and running. Like a McDonald's franchise with doctors, with the viral marketing built in, except that I don't have to pay like a McDonald's franchise.
Right.
So
Okay.
I can ask them, do you see the potential of this business?
Yeah. And
all you have to do is to share the amazing technology of this product, right? Just share it on social media. And there are many videos that the doctors have that you can use to promote the doctors. So all you do is promote doctors.
mm-hmm.
You recommend doctors. That's it. Have you ever recommended a good doctor before?
Sure.
Yeah, you have.
Right.
You're sure.
Right. And here's another one.
So let's do that.
Right.
Yep. So recommend it to a good doctor, and then they would know, like, they want to try the products by the doctors, and then that's how you get sale on your website.
Right.
And they'll build a website for you. All you have to do is how does that sound to you?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask, have you ever done business before in the past? Have you ever invested in business before? How much have you invested in total, and what was the outcome? Wow. Okay. So compared to this, do you think this has the potential? Because I'm trying to know if I can move forward.
Right.
Because, yeah, do you see the potential of this business? How much do you think? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to want to, do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll show, like, even 70-year-old, 76-year-old testimonial, like, even they can do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then you can add in some words and say, yeah, what Winston says is true. I've seen it. I went to training, and they provide all the training. It's easy to follow training. Basically the training is easy to follow, and it's doable. Like 12 weeks to 5 figures is quite doable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you tell them, like, so I'll ask them, how excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10? So they say maybe 7. So I said, so what's the tree?
Right. Right. So now we're in closing with what are your objections, and we're gonna.
Yes.
And I've done some study in that,
Yes.
so that I'm ready. If they say, well, I usually talk to my wife about it, then I have some ideas of the direction to go.
Yeah. So usually the objections are 2 things: external objections or internal objections.
Okay.
Okay. What's external objection? External objections are like, is the company really real? Is the doctor real? Is, like, the company it's about the platform. Like, is this network marketing? Is this MIM? Is this a pyramid scheme? Is this, it's external objection.
Right.
Now, internal objection is confidence. Like, I'm fearful. I'm not sure if I can do it.
Right.
I'm not confident, fear, bad experience. Like, internal confidence problem.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why objections, there are 2 major objections that we normally have to overcome, which is internal, self-doubt, to see if they can do it. So one of the ways to overcome that is to show people, like, even 76-year-old can do it.
Right.
And to assure them there's a community behind that a lot of people are succeeding. Mm-hmm. And inside the community, there's a lot of support every day. Right. And we could show them the group chat that we're in.
Yeah, if I show them the WhatsApp chat,
the WhatsApp, like, all the results that people are getting,
right,
and what's the support like inside, mm-hmm. and then what's the support that the doctors have for you, right? The doctors have longevity TV channel which explains the products for you. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's why anybody could do it. And then external, it's like the platform is stable. Well, this platform has won more than 720 awards. And they ship to 160 countries for you. Like a global infrastructure ready for you.
Ready.
Yeah, ready. Yeah. And yeah, you could show some external thing on the doctors on TV if they need. Now, mm-hmm. if they want more explanation on the products, so all we have to do is go longevity TV, find a product that they want to know more about, like Reserve, and just share that video. Okay. And say, okay, so other than the product, what else would you like to know? So that you can get that you can get to a 10.
Right. What is that? Right. I understand that.
Yeah. So that I can get all the information that you need.
Okay.
So then you send them the reserve testimonial, and then before you send them, say how soon. The video is about 10 minutes, right? How soon you can watch that? How soon do you want to watch that? So don't ask them when would you finish that. I would always use the word how soon, because that would make them think the latest time, the quickest way. So how soon do you think you can get back to me, or how soon do you think you can watch the video? It's only 10 minutes.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. She's crazy. Crazy dog. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have no idea. Okay. So,
Okay. Anyway,
so now
that's it.
we're at presentation. You said there was hours 5, 6, and 7, but these are in the 5, 6, and 7 are hopefully doing presentations for everything that's led up to 4.
Yes, led up to 4. That's right.
Okay, great.
Yes. Yeah. So go out, and if you don't have enough people to if you still have 4 hours left, that's what I would do. If I don't have anyone that wants to hear about presentations, or open door that want to hear and have 1 hour to want to hear it.
Right.
But I would say like 30 minutes. I may not even need 1 hour. It's just 30 minutes. I think it's easy. But you say 1 hour just in case, like,
sure.
just in case, like they have questions. So that's why I say an hour. But I think an hour, most people should be fine with that.
Right.
So what I do is I would actually go out and I would go and leave the most amazing comment I can give on as many people on social media.
Okay.
You see, adoring people just means that you go out and make them feel cared for. And sometimes all you need to do is just go and leave comments all over the place. Like, just, you don't even have to add them as friends. You know that? You just go to their profile.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a Facebook group, you find all these people that you think they could be the right target audience. You go to your profile, you leave the most amazing comment you can give on as many people as you can in an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, you could even like for you, like you're good at solving IT problems, right? So you ask yourself, where can you go in the Facebook groups that like provide IT support, or you can go in there and share some tips with people on how to solve the IT problems that most people are facing, that most of your clients are telling you, oh, well, I'm having issues with this. And you know that a lot of them have the issue. Just create a YouTube video, create a view video, go out and just help people. And then when they add you as a friend, or when they like your post, right, you can start a conversation by saying, thank you for liking my post. As a starter, like, thank you, just a thank you. Yep. And if you and I have a Facebook group that does IT support. I share more tips. If you like to be part of the group, I'd love to have you in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. We're doing retirepreneurs, so I will focus on them. And then, so all I have to do is watch in the notifications in Facebook to see who is responding to me.
Yeah. So for me, sometimes I have no idea. I just randomly go to all my friends that are my friends on Facebook. I just go to every one of their profile and comment the most amazing comment I can find that I can comment. So that's what I do. I just leave comments. So when they say thank you, it allows me to open doors for me to start a conversation. Okay. And then I'll be able to ask them, so by the way, what is it that you do? By the way, what have you been busy with? And then they'll open door for me by asking, how about you?
Right.
That's an open door again.
Yes.
So and when you go out and adore people, it will literally open up doors for you, like unlimited doors. Because you can love unlimited people. You can adore unlimited people.
Right. Right. And I only
on social media.
2.
And you only 2.
Right.
Yeah. What are the odds?
Right. Well, the odds are very good. The odds are very good.
A business. So for 1 week, you love people to the max. You love maximum people. You adore people to the max for a week.
Okay. All right. So
what's it like to be Jesus? What's that to be God?
So Tuesday, Wednesday, all the 7 days, pretty much the same 4 hours every day that's prescribed, and then 3 hours left to meetings.
Yeah, but if you have no meetings, then just keep adoring.
Keep adoring. Okay. Well, I have a lot of adoring to do, but I have a lot of friends. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to be more adorable than I've been in the past.
I'm sure you will.
I
So
will.
this business will make you more adorable. So I always help you build that. If you really want to become diamond, you'll be the most adorable diamond.
Right. Well, that's what we want. You said something at some point about the fact that if you do something and then you cash out, and so I want to be sure to head towards Ruby that I don't build both sides. I just want to build one side. Is that accurate?
Well, using the plan that we have just created, you can build two sides.
Okay, it's okay because we're talking about 60 and 120 on one side or the other. So I'm not really worried about one side or the other. I'm just worried about getting to Ruby. Okay.
Yes, getting Ruby. That's right.
Okay.
Well, along the way, you're going to get more than two people. That's for sure.
Right.
I mean, how can you reject? How can you not want to hear from someone so adorable?
Right. Right. I agree. That's absolutely
How can you
true.
not want to speak to Winston? You know, I'm so adorable.
You are. You have
because I adore you.
Plus.
You know.
Right. No, it's great. Well, this is awesome. I have plenty to do. I found I'm a checklist guy. In the airplane, we did checklists. Everything was a checklist.
Checklist.
Every flight was a checklist. So but I got a lot of good notes. I have a terrific recording, but everything that I have, I think that I have enough to, when I get home from church tomorrow, to begin.
Yeah, let's go pray for people. Like, you need prayer? Let me pray for you.
Prayer first, and then.
But you don't do it with intention of wanting to open doors. But if they God is the one that allows them to open up the doors and say, "What are you doing?" Or God is the one. Okay.
Right.
So what we do is we go out and just love people regardless. And I realized this. Okay, God. And I mean, the Holy Spirit just gave me this wisdom, and I just adore people all the time. I mean, they don't ask me about what I do right now.
Right.
But most often or not, I still send them quotes. I still encourage my brother in Christ. One of the days, they just started asking me, like, "So what are you doing now?"
Right. Without you really thinking about it, they're still asking you.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and that's what we want. Everybody wants that. I think that's the best. That's the best thing. In terms of giving to everybody is by adoring everyone.
Yes. Yeah. That's the way the business is built. Because you know why? Because once you're sharing something that's for example Jesus, right? So when you share Jesus, there are many people who share Jesus in a way that puts people off.
Right.
So Jesus is like the product, all right? Now he's amazing. I mean, I love Jesus, right? So, but when I adore Jesus, but sometimes you adore the product so much, and sometimes you go out, you can say the worst things to people. Like, example, I've got people who go to people who are not Christians, and they say, you should receive Christ. You should get to know Christ. If not, you go to hell.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to beat you up with my holiness.
Yeah. Beat you up with my holiness, right? Like, I'm going to crucify you,
Right.
Like, you're a devil, right? You need Christ in your life.
Yeah.
And that's really a put off for a lot of people. And that's also one of the reasons why some people with bad experience, they don't want to get to know Christ because of the bad experience they have with Christians. They come to them and say, "You're going to go to hell if you don't know Christ."
Yeah, if you don't.
Even if that is true, that's not the way you should share it, right?
Right. Agreed.
Even if you know that if they don't take Genesis products, right, that their health, their organ is going to deteriorate. Even that is true, you don't go to them and say, "You better take the products from this doctor. If not, you're going to die an early death."
Right. Yeah, no, that would be bad. I won't do that.
That would be bad. Yeah. So a lot of times when it comes to marketing, a lot of people are doing a lot of disservice to good products and good things.
Yes.
By not being able to use the right words, not being kind, not being adorable.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So I got Buddhists. I love them all the time. I tell them, God bless you, and I love you, and I want to encourage you in whatever you're doing good for people. You're a good guy. You have a good heart, you know, and I tell you, God will love someone like you.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, oh, and they're like, I go to Muslim, I tell them that. I say,
Yeah.
Jesus would love you very much.
Right. It's all good, right? I think that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think a lot. Okay. So I think I've given a lot of adoring for the night.
Yes, you have. This is over the top. I never in a million years expected this to happen quite like this. I think that I still have a little about, I have a lot to learn, but I've listened to your lectures that are on the training class thing where you have the 8 lectures or 10 lectures or whatever. I've listened to those. And so I have a good feeling that it's okay to make mistakes as we move forward. And
it is. It's like using a left hand, right? You're using a right hand. I mean, you're so used to writing with your right hand. So now if you use a left hand, the only reason why your left hand can perform as well as your right hand is because your right hand just has more experience, which means it has been used more times.
Yeah.
So if you want your left hand to be as good as your right hand, all you need to do is just do it more times. So everything in life, I tell my kids, is that if you want to be good at business, you want to be good at marketing, you just do it more times. I mean, I remember, like, if you have grandkids at 4 years old, you get them to write A, B, C. Remember one of those dotted lines on the book, like you have to follow right within that dotted line, right within the box, right? And you could still occasionally get out of the box when you're starting out learning how to write a letter.
Yes.
Right? Even a circle, it's really not a circle. It's like, a lot of, imperfect circles. But because you keep doing all the time, and after a while, that circle becomes perfect. And now you can draw a circle without even looking, like a perfect circle without looking, without a lot of like edgy sides, right? But kids, you see them draw a circle. It's like a lot of edgy sides.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because they're trying to get experience. So you're going to do this business and you will be a little bit edgy. So if you're someone who has not been adoring with people, then it's time to to adore people. It's going to get a little bit edgy anyway, but after a while you get used to loving people.
Okay. Well, I will be adoring you, so you'll get to see how I'm adoring.
Right.
And
Jesus. All glory to Jesus.
All glory to Jesus.
All glory to Jesus.
Absolutely.
Okay. All glory to Jesus.
This was awesome.
Yes.
Totally didn't expect it. So how long are your daughters at the gym? You have to go back for them?
3 hours. They'll be
3
there for 3 hours.
Wow.
3 hours.
Once a week?
They do it 4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Yes.
And what's the goal?
Well, they're in competitive gymnastics, so they're representing the school.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's like traveling baseball. You have to go to competitions. Our sons
you go to competitions.
were swimming.
Yeah.
Our sons were swimmers.
Swimmers. Oh, I used to be a swimmer too. I used to swim competitively. My wife used to swim competitively as well. It's strange. My kids didn't catch the gene. We tried getting them into swimming.
Yeah.
But they didn't catch on. Instead, they love gymnastics. They just fell in love with gymnastics. So we were just curious, like why? We don't have the gene. Both of us never did gymnastics, but
right. Well, our friends are teaching their 2-year-old to ski because they are world champion skiers. They are national champions in this country. I don't know whether they travel around the world, but there are pictures that they just posted today of this little teeny tiny person on skis.
Wow.
And it's wonderful. Anyway, not to. So you have 3 hours now before you go back.
That's great because you give them early experience.
Right, and that child will have no fear.
Yep, that's right.
No fear.
Yes, no fear. That's the best time to train.
My sons, we taught our sons to ski when one of them was about 6 and the other one was about 8, and they were incredible skiers. Now,
wow,
but not professional. We didn't live close to the snow, but.
Well, they have experience. They have a lot of experience from young. So
they just went.
So obviously, they'll be great.
Yeah, it was good. But,
yes.
Okay.
So everything is about experience. That's it.
Yes. All right. Well, I have been throwing things in my path to prevent me from beginning. I have nothing else in my path, And so the goal is 12 weeks. I should, October, November, before the new year, I should be well on my way.
Yeah, you should be well on your 5 figures. You should be well on your way.
Right.
Yes. Let's do it one day at a time first. Let me know how that goes tomorrow.
I will.
Have a good rest. Tomorrow start adoring people and work through the hour.
Okay.
And let's make it productive. And I'm sure you're still refining it. It's the first time you're doing this.
Sure.
Like maybe just finding the right quotes. It could take you like half an hour, and then you realize that half an hour it took me to find the right quotes, and I'm going to start sending out. And then the next day you're going to do it. You're like, okay, I can do it in 5 minutes, and it's just gonna, it's just gonna naturally improve that way.
Okay.
That's just how the way it is.
It will. It will. I'm excited. I think that I'm more excited by the fact that I don't have to work as hard as I thought in order to do it in 12 weeks, based on your example, as getting everybody to do and everybody to duplicate.
Yeah.
And I think that what you just said is very duplicated.
Very duplicatable. Very duplicatable.
Yeah. All right. And I
very
think that
meaningful.
Yes.
Very duplicatable. Very happy.
Right. Positive.
I don't know what else to say.
Energy. No. And their financial rewards are over the top. Great. So
thank you. So do me a favor. Do me a favor, because my goal next year is I would love to create 10 diamonds.
Okay.
And that's a prayer that I told God, that I want to have 10 diamonds in my team next year. So Ruby is like only after Ruby is Emerald. After Emerald is Diamond. So it's not too far. You're not too far off after 12 weeks.
Right. I would, numerically, the progression must get easier.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so then we'll worry about where we put people after Ruby.
Yes.
In 12 weeks. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. I'm trying not to worry about anything else excepting that, and the several projects that I still have to do at the church. But the U.S. Census is over yesterday. So I have no excuse. Yeah, they finally finished that.
Okay. Perfect. Thank God.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes, it was very interesting. Thank you very much for your time.
What time is it there? It's almost midnight, right?
Yes, 11 o'clock, 10:55.
11 o'clock.
Right. It's midnight in Eastern time. We're in Central.
Okay. So you have a good sleep, or I have a good rest. And do me a small favor.
Of course.
Because I told you I'd love to help as many people become diamond, right? So the 12-week plan to 5 figures, it's very doable now that you look at it, when you break it down. And I think before that, it would look very overwhelming. It would be like as what you said, I thought it's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't even think that it's possible. All right.
Right.
So I'd love for you to share into the group, what was like before and after this session.
Okay.
And share into the groups, because I want to help more people. So maybe you can share into the group, like, hey, I just got off a call with Winston, and something to the thing like I didn't know what to expect, and I want to grow the business, but he said go diamond in a year, and I still was trying to get my head around it, and I thought it was going to be very difficult. And then Winston came up with a 12-week plan for me to get 5 figures. Again, that was still very big in my head. I was like, how is that even possible, right?
Right.
And then after I spoke when Winston broke it down with me, now I can see that is not only possible, highly possible, it is enjoyable.
Right. Okay. You ready. When's the lecture that you want me to be on?
No, I mean, just share that and type it out and put it into the group. That's it.
Okay. In the newly named Auto E-commerce Millionaires group.
Yeah, Auto E-commerce Millionaires.
Right.
It's in that group. I changed the name because I think this would be better. Auto E-commerce Millionaires.
It's a great name. Great name.
Okay.
Yeah. I will put it in the group.
Yes.
No problem.
Share that for me.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Okay. Thank you very much, Mike. So keep me accountable. Like after tomorrow, like what's the response that you're getting?
Okay.
Okay. And then keep me accountable, and then just keep me accountable for 7 days. So just 7 days working hard. Like after 7 days, you probably can cut down by half if you want to.
Okay.
But Yeah, but for me, I like to speed things up. So I want to keep the momentum. So I leave it to you. But you only need to work very hard for 7 days. You only have to tell yourself, I'm going to grind myself like I've never grind myself before for just 7 days straight.
Okay. I'm on it. I'm on it. Thank you. I will put the referral up in the morning.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Have a
you
great, let's see, it's Sunday now where you are?
Sunday. It is Sunday.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. We still can't go to church yet, so we attend our service online.
Oh, we are in church now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's only 10 of us.
Because 10 of you.
You have to be distant. Everybody's, 6 feet apart in the church. So there's not very many people. But we are in the church.
Yeah, my church is really big. It's like every Sunday we have about 30,000 people.
Yeah, wow. See, the whole world, I cannot wait to see your part of the world. It's been on my bucket list for years, but it's much more important to me now.
And you know what? It's so doable, 12 weeks.
Yeah, I'm on it. 12 weeks. Okay, well, I'm going to be
like 12 days of Christmas, right? So 12 weeks of Christmas, yes.
Right. I'm going to be adoring people for the next 7 days like crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
And do continue to adore people even after that.
Of course, right. I would never stop adoring. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, because adoring opens up doors. That's a very nice witty.
Right. I think I agree. My best posts have been the most best posts that I've had response to on all my time in Facebook have always been about important personal things where I've been taking care of somebody or doing something good. So I'll be excited to see how this works. Okay.
Okay. Have a blessed night, Wes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.